Hello everybody, welcome back to Total Crypto for another video. In today's video, guys, I know it's been a couple of days, but my gosh, I've been mega busy checking out a few things, and BTC did hit over $90,000, and now it looks like it's been retracing a little bit. Now roughly around about $88,000. We made a tremendous long way, guys. All the way from around about 70,000 up to freaking hell, guys, whatever, $90,000. That's more than 20k move here alone. So for any of you who's been holding BTC for the longest, congratulations for your all. However, even though BTC has had a pretty big success, the question is, what about the rest of these altcoins? Well, guys, in this video we are going to go back old school and go through quite a few different of these memes. So without further ado, I believe you know what time it is, and it's time to strap onto your boots, put on your rocket helmet, so let's get into the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So why don't we jump straight into some of these memes, and I've been checking out Butterbear for quite a few days, well, a couple of weeks now actually. Made some tremendous trades on Butterbear, and now it looks like we could be of ascendance of making our way back to the upside. So I reckon, guys, we can quite easily make over 7x within a matter of a couple of weeks for this project. Just bear in mind, guys, this is a CTO, which is a community takeover meme for Butterbear, and guys, we've been fairly steady down here. It only takes until we break this level here before we continue our way to the upside. This could be the most easiest 7x that we can get right now, guys. So if you put in $1,000, you can turn that into $7,000, and once you do, guys, you can usher your profits into various different memes, whether it's BIRDDOG, Success Kid, Lfgo, MAD, or whichever memes or cryptos you may be interested in. Because the aim of the goal with crypto and memes in general, whenever you make some massive or pretty decent profits, you want to be recycling your profits into various different cryptos in order for you to continue growing your profits. And I reckon Butterbear is certainly one of those memes that can actually do that fairly easily. And guys, like I said, as always, make sure that you do timestamp the majority of my videos so you can follow through exactly my thought process, and that way you can map out the way how I trade. And to be fair, when you dollar cost average your way in, you are still going to make significant gains to the upside. The question is by how much. So I just thought to put Butterbear out there for you to do your research on. And remember, guys, as always, when it comes down to trading, always trade with what you can afford to lose, because with great risks there are always great rewards, and potentially, guys, you can actually lose all of your money. But please do your own research. Anyway, let's get back into the video. I've just put out Butterbear as one of the honorable mentions, so why don't we go straight into some of our most favorite memes. And I really want to start the show off with one of an eye-opening meme that I've been screaming for the longest, that we should be seeing a massive move to the upside, and that is BIRDDOG. BIRDDOG has done tremendously well for the past several weeks now. We were hovering around about $1.8 million. We are now up by $4.52 million. Price at 0.004. We're close to a half a cent. So why don't we just wait until the chart loads up? Alright, guys, as we can see from the chart, that BIRDDOG has been making some pretty significant run to the upside from all the way down here. Now why don't we pull out the measuring tool, because from anywhere around about here, it doesn't have to be exactly precise. We did go all the way up to 162% move to the upside, and now we're literally hovering around about this level down here of 110 percent. Guys, I'm gonna stop wearing my glasses now, getting older. All right, so we can see a slight pullback now. That's clearly because we saw BTC pulling back. But I reckon that's a superficial pullback from BTC before we continue our way to the upside. So I would not be surprised if sooner rather than later that we should be heading away back up to the last all-time highs. It took us actually let's zoom in a bit more. So essentially it took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days for us to make that lovely run to the upside. Potentially we could be another week or maybe a week and a half before we continue our way back up to the last all-time high. So that's only if we do follow in this pattern where we stay casing our way to the upside. If that is to happen, guys, then congratulations for you all. That means as we've been hodling here for the longest, then we should be richly rewarded by the time we reach back up to the last all-time highs. However, once we do smash there, then I reckon, guys, we can quite easily see 1000x as long as we've been holding anywhere close to around about these levels down here. I reckon during the bull season, I would not be surprised to see at least $1 billion for BIRDDOG. And as we can see for the market cap, that we are currently at $4.54 million, which would give us a significant profit for the near future. So guys, you let me know in the comments, are you still mega bullish on BIRDDOG as I am? Because we are just on the cusp of literally tearing this chart and flipping it into mega bullish. Now, why don't we look for our other usual meme, and that is going to be CATDOG. CATDOG should be looking pretty decent. So far the market cap is at $2.67 million. The price is at 0.00003 and we're up on the day on 13.56%, which is not too shabby if you ask me. However, the most important part here is the structure of the charts, and are we good to load up a lot more of our bags? And I reckon, guys, that this is the perfect time right now. The reason why, because as we can see right here in this level, that we are on the cusp of a continuing away to the upside. Since we're broken up from here, we'll pull back and it looks like that we are continuing our way to the upside. And now we are printing some healthy greens. We've got this engulfing green right over here with a massive wick in the bottom, so top. Then we've got selling pressure from here down to there. Then we created a red candle, and now this green candle is literally going to be bigger than this red candle. So we just need to wait and see until this current green candle reaches above this red candle, and hopefully on the next candle from here, if it closes above, then we should be continuing our way back into this region right up here, and hopefully smash through this level and continue our way to the upside. Now if we squeeze out of the charts, what we can see is we've been going sideways here for the longest, and once we do see that lovely pump to the upside, I would not be surprised to see that we should be reaching back up to the last all-time highs of around about up here. Now currently I've got 5 trades on, and if you put out the measuring tool, and let's say for example we do smash away from here back to the last all-time highs, that would give us an easy over 4,000%, which means that's a 4x move. That will give us a 40x move, so that is not too shabby at all. But you let me know in the comments, guys, are you mega bullish on CATDOG as I am? So why don't we head down to the next meme, and that is going to be Peng. Peng is not looking too bad in a minute. The market cap is at $21.5 million. The price is at 21 cents. If you checked out my last video, I did say that I reckon that we can quite easily reach back up to well above $2. So that means we should be expecting well over 10x away from here, which I would not be surprised at all. Now let's zoom. Well, firstly, let's blow up the chart. And as we can see, guys, we're roughly around about down here, and the last all-time highs is way up here. I currently have got 3 trades going on right now, not 3 charts. And if you take a look, guys, to give you an estimation from all the way from where we are right now, once we do reach back up to the last all-time highs, that is a little shy of 10x. Now that is not too shabby at all. Let's quickly zoom in for one last time, because once BTC decides to pull back a little bit more, for instance, or we do see that crash back down into 80,000 or a little bit below, That will have a profound effect on the rest of the market, especially with meme, meaning that we could be falling a little bit lower back into this level, or maybe even lower. So don't be fearful, guys, because now we are seeing volatility is back. So that means don't be shocked to see a 20% swing, 40% move to the upside, 30% swing back down before we see that 100% move to the upside. This time of the year, or this time of the cycle, we should be seeing more volatility kicking in. Now, why don't we move on to the next meme? And that is gonna be, oh, hang on. Okay, and that is gonna be, I did see it here somewhere. That's it. Tomcat. Tomcat, we should be seeing, or we should be experiencing some crazy, crazy run to the upside for multiple reasons. Much like with most other memes, this will be the very first cycle, but the very first bull season for the ton coins and ton memes in general. And I would not be surprised to see Tomcat to be literally exploring its way to the upside, because even before we saw BTC rallying up to that $90,000, Tomcat didn't exactly follow through in the same, well, TT1. Well, Tomcat didn't exactly follow the same market as BTC, but I reckon, guys, it won't be long until we do see that momentous move to the upside before we continue to much more bigger prices. $6.16 million, we are hovering roughly around about there, and the highest we've been up to was right up here. So why don't we change the charts into the price versus the market cap, just to give you an idea the highest we've been. So that means the highest we've been was all the way up to $21 million, which is not too shabby at all. It's almost 4x from where we are right now. As long as we continue to create surrounding up at the bottom, then we should be continuing a little bit on higher high. Now that would be fantastic, guys. So you let me know, guys, in the comments whether you reckon Tomcat should be able to explode his way to the upside. If we take a look at a circulating supply, it's only at 638 million in circulation, so that means that we should be able to see a crazy run to the upside. And yes, guys, I would not be surprised to see a massive push for Tomcat during the bull season. But you let me know in the comments, guys, are you mega bullish on this project? So why don't we get into the next meme? Success case. Success kit is looking pretty low right now, but this is the moment where people will most likely paper hand and quite literally be selling in their losses. This is not financial advice, but I'm strongly going to say to you, do not paper hand at this level right now. The market cap is at $1.53 million. We are at 1 cent, close to 2 cent mark. We are down on a day of 4.53%. Let me just zoom into the chart so I can give you some of the most important information here that you need to know. If you want skin into this game, then you would need to, quite literally, guys, diamond hand right now from where we are, because it does look like it's a little bit gloom that we might be heading a little bit further to the downside. But this is the area where a lot of people will paper hand, and this will be the area where a lot of people with some bit of cash would look to get in and load up even more. Now let me show you a couple of decent tricks over here that I could be showing you and teaching you if you sign up to my lifetime membership, which is only one fee of $300. That way, guys, I'll be able to mentor you and show you how to, well, basically hold your hands during your crypto journey and walk you through the crypto journey. But anyway, check this out, guys. If we take a look at the transactions right here, you can see a couple of things. These symbols here represents shrimps, which means people with less than $1,000. So that means anything from 0 to 999, you're considered as a shrimp. Now you should be able to get all the abbreviations right up here. All you've got to do is click on that and it will give you some details. Under 1000k, then you are shrimp. If you're anywhere between 1000 to 3k, you are a fish. If you're anywhere between 3 to 10k, you are dolphin. And finally, to be considered as a whale, you need to have a trading account size of over $10,000. Now, you should be following, not entirely, but you should be paying attention whenever we do see a massive amount of sum of money coming in like this of 3k. And so as long as it's simple here, you can see whether it is a dolphin or a whale. Pay attention. Straight after we saw this individual put money in, then we saw quite a lot of people selling their positions. Maybe they're selling at a loss, or maybe they sold at a small profit. And if you scroll way back up to the top, you can see all the shrimps were either buying or selling. What I'm trying to say is, whenever you see a dolphin, fish, or even a whale stepping up and they're purchasing, pay close attention to the chart on roughly wherever they are purchasing Success Kid, and then pretty much put whatever you can afford to lose or to trade anywhere around about here before we see the continuation to the upside. Now, why don't we blow up the chart just a little? And as we can see, guys, that we can still quite easily go, well, let's say break here and go all the way back into these levels right up here. Now that would be quite an easy 632% move to the upside, which means you would get a little shy of 6.5, or say 6.4 times your initial investment or trading into Success Kid. I reckon, guys, in the near future we should be able to see some massive prices for Success Kid, simply because of two most important factors. Well, let's say three. One is the meme, everyone knows who Success Kid is. Secondly, the market cap is ultra tiny at $1.52 million, and most importantly, it's a circulating supply of only 88 million in circulation, which is super tiny. If you take a look at any memes or any cryptos that has less than 100 million in supply, it tends to be quite a bigger price. So I would not be shocked to see if we do see a $5, $6, maybe even $10 during the bull season. And then straight after, we might even see a massive capitulation back down. The aim of the game here is try to jump in whilst it's low and then sell at the very highest points or close to the higher point. But you get the gist. So anyway, why don't we take a look at Maneki. Maneki's market cap is at $76.76 million. We are down on the day 1.66, and the current price is at 0.008, which is not too shabby. So let's quickly take a look at the charts. And as we can see from the chart, guys, look at this. This is looking pretty tasty, guys. We now pull back right into the zone, exactly like I said in my last video on the Maneki. And now it looks like we should be continuing our way to the upside. And once we do, I reckon, guys, I reckon that once we do smash this resistance, we should be heading our way back up to the last all-time highs. And once we do, then, guys, we should be heading our way back up to the last all-time highs right up here. And then once we smash through that, then I reckon at 10x away from here, you put the market cap at $767 million. And then 100x at $7.6 billion. I reckon it is doable for us to see that $7.6 billion in this cycle. So you let me know, guys, whether one, you are still holding Maneki, two, are you mega bullish, and finally three, what is your prediction for Maneki? So why don't we take a look at one last meme, and actually two last memes, and that's going to be Lfgo. So far, the market cap is at $5.06 million. We're slightly up on a day of 1.83%, and the price is at 0.005, which is not too bad at the minute. But most importantly, how is the chart shaping up? And as we can see right now, guys, take a look at this. This has been a very long time where we haven't really tested the resistance line, and to be fair, this here should be the actual resistance line from here. We did come back up to retest here. We haven't retested multiple times, but now it could potentially look like that we should be heading way back up, because without getting too technical right in the zone, if you take a look from this leg from here all the way down to here, we've now made us downward movements. But now if you take a look only at this section right over here, let's do like this. Now it looks like potentially we could be breaking structure. continuing our way to the upside, but we just need to break from this level here first, because if we take a look at this zone right here, it's a disgusting clustered area, which means all the volume is sitting right here right now. And once we do smash above it, then we should continue our way to the upside, smashing this resistance line and then heading our way back up into where all the arrows is pointing to, right at the top. And that'll be a beautiful trade to be had. So how high do I reckon we can go? I reckon this can easily go up to $2-3 billion during a normal season. But you let me know anyway in the comments whether you reckon that we should be expecting and see Lfgo hit more than $2-3 billion. Now, the last theme, we're going to go into Wojack, because Wojack has been a bit of a surprise package, and it's been kind of weird too, actually, where we were going up in 1 minute and then we've totally capitulated. I'm going to show you how that looks on the chart shortly. But why don't we take a look at the tokenomics? So far, the market cap is at $128,000. We are down on the day 0.8%. So let's take a look at the chart. Alright guys, so the chart is looking like this, where we did test the last highs multiple times around about here, there and there. However, what we aren't witnessing and noticing that the lower lows has been steadily creeping from here upwards like so. So that means potentially we could be gearing up for anywhere around about here before we do this crazy lift off. Now, I'm going to put an arrow between this level here, so potentially it looks like we could be following in this suit where we do this a little bit more before we continue our way to the upside. Guys, as always, please mark this down, but most importantly, timestamp this video so we can see how closely is my prediction for Wojack, which is pretty cool. But anyway guys, it's been a long-winded video. Just wanted to share my thoughts on what's going on with the altcoins. Even though BTC has been blasting away to the upside, we saw some beautiful run to the upside, but we haven't seen that from the rest of the meme space. But anyway, I hope you do find this useful and informative, guys. Make sure you do not paper hand. Always try to diamond hand and add whenever you can, because ultimately the more patient you are, then the more rewards you should be seeing during that bull season. Anyway guys, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, and I will see you all in the next one.